Okay, guys, so this video is all about now you got your makeup, now what? Okay, Tracy Donald here, and I am going to show you how simple it is to put this makeup on. And this is what I want you to remember, okay? Practice makes perfect, okay? It's overwhelming the first 1 or 2 times, but I promise you, I give you my word, that if you just do this a couple days in a row, you are gonna feel like a pro in no time, okay? I promise you, promise you. And in the last video, when I showed you how to put your compact together, I said, if you're stuck, that's silly. You shouldn't be, because you have me, your little makeup concierge that is going to make all your makeup dreams come true. All you gotta do is shoot me a message and say, girl, we need to talk, okay? I love nothing more than doing one-on-ones with my clients to make sure that you are 100% jabbing and getting your glow on with no stress. Okay, so for me, super oily skin. My very first step is a wet perfector sponge. So what I've done is I've just taken the sponge, it's usually half this size, and blown it up by wetting it and wringing it out twice. And I'm gonna now take my setting spray. And the reason I spray the setting spray on the sponge is because this is like a fire hydrant. This is like a fire hydrant, okay? So some people like to just spray it right on their face, but I feel like I'm gonna lose an eye. So I prefer to just have a beautiful, very nice feeling, little enjoyable just kind of dabbing it on. So I just spray it right on the end of the wet perfector, and I'm now just gonna dab this all over. And you guys, it just feels so lovely because it's damp, so it's a little cool. And this is just putting the setting spray all over my face. And this is my primer. Okay, this is what I use for primer. So I'm gonna let that dry. And then I'm gonna go into my compact, and I'm gonna finish with that step as well. Now, the only makeup I have on right now is a little bit of mascara, because I already had my makeup done today and took it off to do this video. And so I'm actually going to start with, can you guess? Color correcting. Now, you might not need to color correct. You might not have the same issues that I have. And it's not crazy, but I've got like a scar here that I want to deal with. And, you know, a little thing here I like to, see if I can't cover up. And you might have a blemish. Who knows? Tomorrow I could wake up with a blemish. So I like to correct with my multitasker brush, but that's habit. I'm actually going to use my finger because you might not have the multitasker. Now, as you grow your collection, there are some key brushes you're going to want to add. This is one of them. To be honest with you, I have 2 multitaskers. One for my color correcting and all the other little things. And this one is obviously, you can see from my lips. But for now, I will use my finger, okay? And just show you, I'm just gently going over this little scar above my brow. And while I do this, I'm just gonna kind of blend it out with my finger, okay? And so basically anywhere where you have like a blemish or maybe some really aggressive sunspots on your face, that is where you might wanna put color correction, okay? Okay, not a lot though. I don't overdo it. I just kind of, like you can see, this is mango I'm using, and it's like magic mango because that scar's gone. Okay, all right, we're gonna go right into the contour. And again, I'm gonna use my fingers. However, pretty good chance you bought the blush or the 3D brush, okay? That is what I recommend. I actually, when on your color match, I would have recommended these 2 brushes, the multitasker and the 3D. Now, if you happen to start with the Summer Glow Kit, you might have gotten this brush, or maybe you started with a regular palette and you wanted this brush anyway. One of these brushes would probably be what you're starting with. So for today, I'm gonna do my blending with the 3D, okay? All right, so using my finger, I'm gonna just dab it into my contour, and excuse me, this is new to me, really doing it with my fingers, but I do believe that no matter how many brushes you have, this is easier as you're learning. Now, for contouring, it's actually the detail brush. And the reason I love this brush is because it literally just makes light work of it. But you're gonna see it's really easy to put it on with your finger as well. And the only trick that I've learned is don't push super hard. So you're gonna just really gently kind of go up and down your cheek, starting at your hairline and going to the outside corner of your eye, okay? And now we'll go to the other side and match that up. So when I push too hard, I have a really, really hard time blending the contour. So, you know, through playing, I've realized my issue is when I push too hard. So that's my cheek contour, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead, because remember, you're not one-dimensional. Your makeup shouldn't be one-dimensional either. And this is going to allow you to have those shadows and create that dimension on your face. If you would like to do your neck, you're gonna just literally go right below. So my jawbone's here, I did the contour line here. My cheekbone's here, the contour came right below it, okay? And again, just very, very light. Okay, and you can do nose contouring. We're not going to start there. We're not going to start there because that's something you can add as you go. If you've not joined my VIP group yet, shame on you. You must join my VIP group. It's a very fun place to be, number one. Number two is I go live weekly and show you how to use your makeup, and I use different brushes, different colors and things like that. And that's where you're going to get lots of tips and tricks. Okay, so we did our color correcting with Magic Mango. Your corrector could be a different color. Then I used my contour. Okay, now I'm gonna do my main highlight. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm just tapping my finger in. I'm not like rubbing and grabbing a whole bunch of product. And I'm just literally not even putting a whole lot of thought into where these lines are going. I'm just going to basically spread them out all over the lower part of my face. If I had a mustache and a beard, where would it be? Where my main highlight goes, okay? And then I'm just gonna do a little bit here because I got some redness. And I'm gonna do a dab here and a dab here. Boom, that's my main highlight. We're done, okay? Cleaning my finger off with my hand, it's very effective, and going into my brightening highlight. Okay, again, I'm tapping because you guys, with this product, what is most important for you to know, less is more, okay? And so with this product, I actually, in the demo for the party, you would have seen me do a triangle. I'm gonna show you an alternative way, can't even speak tonight, to do that. And that is to basically brighten up one of the darkest areas of your eye area, which is the inside. And the second darkest area of your eye is right here in this corner. We're gonna bring that right back. Okay, those are the two areas we're gonna put the brightener under the eye area. And you can see, because this is one of the areas where we tend to be a little creasy, okay, where, you know, if we have mature skin, this is where she's showing up first. Oh yeah. Okay, and so I'm using my finger and really, really, really nicely kind of molding into those lines because I don't want this to sit on top of them. I want this to get right into those pores, okay? And then again, right there, okay? And then the last place I'm gonna put some brightener is here on my forehead, and then I'm gonna bring it right down the center of my nose, okay? All right, so recap. Contour, 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 okay? Main highlight. Brightening highlight, so basically bringing light to the center of my face. I put a dab of each of the main highlights here, and now we're gonna blend, okay? So blending, grab your blending brush. It might be the blush and bronzer. It might be the 3D, and I use the blunt end, not the pointed end. And we're going to literally just go in circular motions, and you want to marry these colors. You want to bring them together. And I'm putting a moderate amount of pressure, but I'm not pushing too hard, okay? Do you see what just happened to my forehead? Boom. Just like magic, it came together, okay? And now we're gonna do this under eye area, and I'm gonna stipple first. Now, if you have mature skin, stippling will potentially become your best friend, because what stippling does is it allows you to push the product in, okay? And for mature skin, it does work better. But we're literally, and so there's two ways. You can stipple, or you can just rub round circles. Regardless, you're just blending it out. Now, In all circumstances, when you're blending, you always want to blend up because we are fighting gravity, okay? We are fighting for our lives, lady. It's all settling and we want to lift. Think of this as Spanx for your face, okay? So you're always blending up, except here on your neck where we put these lines so we can prevent ourselves from having 2 or 3 chins. This is where you can blend down, okay? And I'm going to show you another trick with the bronzer on how you can make sure that your neck isn't stark white and your face full of beautiful color because of your highlights, because our necks don't get a lot of sun. So they tend to be a lot lighter, and we can fix that for you. Okay, so we're getting there with the blending. Got to get this eye area. Okay, now as you can see, I leave these lines to the very end. And the reason for that is this is warming to my face, to my skin, okay? It's getting to my body temperature as it's sitting, and it's gonna make it really, really easy to blend it. And again, we're just gonna tap, 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 tap. And then I'm gonna do a few nice broad strokes. Your immediate reaction is gonna be make it go away. You don't wanna make it go away. You wanna make it look like a natural part of your face. Okay? Pretty good on that side. And do you see the definition that that gives me? And now over here, we're just gonna do the same thing. So you can see why the brush is so important. You can apply the makeup without a brush, absolutely. Blending it out, not so easy, okay? Blending is the key with this beautiful, beautiful makeup. Okay, so now we're ready to go to the next step. The next step is definitely a step where you need your brush. So remember how I told you, you wanna use the multitasker brush, or sorry, not that you want to use the brush, you want to get the brush. I color matched you for the 3D and the multitasker to go with your colors. So now we're going to take that contour, okay, that you have, okay, your contour. So that dark, dark, dark color in your compact, it'll be number 2 in your 10 because you've got your color corrector first. And we are going to just tap on both sides of the small end of your multitasker brush. And we're going to just follow the hairline. So simple. So 90% of you, excuse me, can use your contour to do this. 10% of you need a different color. And almost everyone can wear Oak and Trust, okay? There's the odd person who can't, and there's other options for you. But between your contour, Oak and Trust are actually eyeshadows. I'll show you Trust because it's in my compact. I do use it often for my brows as well. Okay, so this is my contour, which mine is called Indigo. This is Trust, okay? So I'll often use Trust as well. And then I'm gonna take that contour with my finger and I'm gonna just lightly go on my lower lip, okay? And then I'm gonna take that pointed end again and I'm gonna do my upper. With what? The contour. You guys, the contour pretty much does everything but the dishes in your kitchen sink. Okay, so now you might be like, I don't have any eyeshadows. What could I use on my eyes? Well, the contour can go there too. Okay, so remember I told you it could do everything but the dishes in the sink. If you don't have shadows yet and you want to just do a bit on your eyes, just take your contour on the tip of your finger. I was maybe a little aggressive there, but that's okay. We can fix it. And you're just going to go ahead and put that all over your lid, okay? And now we'll do the other side, a little less aggressive this time. Okay, and that just gives you a nice little bit of color on your eyes. Eventually, I hope you add some shadows. Our shadows are magnificent. They are almost twice the size of any eyeshadow you'll ever purchase, so they'll last a lot longer. Literally, they will last a small eternity. Okay, so now I'm at the point where I'm ready to put a little bit of cheek color on, and I am gonna use a little bit of our color called Nude, and I'm just gonna put it literally right here and right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that brush and we're gonna blend it out. Now, what I love about our cheek color is if you happen to not do enough, you just add more. If you add too much, you just blend more, okay? So it's really, really simple. So I am gonna add just a tiny, tiny bit more right here and here. You want to keep this away from your under eye area for sure, and you're just blending it up towards your hairline and your contour, okay? And of course, we'll go ahead, put a little bit of that on my lips, but I am going to show you something really awesome. So as we get to know each other, and we're going to get to know each other because I'm your makeup concierge, you are going to hear me talk about my favorite color. You might already know what it is. Maybe you don't. It's black cherry. You guys, it's ridiculous. So I've already got a little bit of nude on, and I like to just take that contour that I put on the bottom lip and just make sure I just kind of blend it in. I'm going to take a little bit of black cherry and just kind of darken that up a little bit. Okay. Now, if you really want to go bold, you're not going to take a little, you're going to take a lot, and you're going to do that whole lip. And then I'm going to show you something really special at the end. That's going to make you go, need to have that. Okay. So the next step we're going to do actually, excuse me, is bronzer. And I showed you in the last video, if you watched it, on how to put your compact together. My bronzer is right here. I want to get it out. I've taken an empty tin lid, popped it in, and just click, and boom, it's out. And the reason I want it out is because I want to easily be able to take my brush and pull up that bronzer. And when you do this, it's automatically going to bronze the high point of your cheekbone, okay? And this is how you get that really, really pretty summer glow without getting the harmful rays from the sun. Hopefully you are wearing your sunblock every day. But here's one of my magic tricks. This is how I make sure my neck isn't stark white and that it does match my face, okay? So just a little bit of bronzer down there and we're good to go. And then we're going to do a little bit of illuminator because you might have started with an illuminator. Now we have cream illuminators and we have powder illuminators. And one step further, we have scented fragrance illuminators. We have perfume number 1, perfume number 2, perfume number 3, and perfume number 4. My favorite is number 2, okay? And it's our rose gold illuminator, and it is just this beautiful, 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 subtle fragrance. And when you put it on, you can put it on your collarbone, you can put it behind your ears, on your wrists, you can put it on your cheekbones. And when you move around, you just get this subtle waft of fragrance. Fantastic. Okay. But today I am going to use our powder or cream illuminator on my cheeks. And this one is rose gold. So exactly what I just had with the perfume. And we're just going to go right on the top of the cheekbone, okay? Right there and right there. We're also going to do a little pop of that right underneath the brow, okay? Just for a pop of illumination. So this is not meant for you to see it. It's meant for like the sunlight and the camera to pick it up, okay? But my very favorite, you guys, is Glamazing right here, this guy. Okay, this is a powder. And remember how I put a little bit of that contour on my eye? I'm just gonna go ahead and tap a little bit of the powder right into the center there. Okay, and we'll do the other side as well. But my favorite is to do this. Just a little on the lips. And I like it because this also takes my lip gloss and makes it matte, okay? So this just kind of takes that gloss down a notch, which helps it stay longer, which is amazing. So this is it, you guys, okay? So I used my fingers. I used this brush and a little reinforcement from this brush. Now, when I'm doing this, for me, this is 10 minutes. That's all it is 10 minutes when I'm not talking, maybe even less. And these brushes for sure, as you want to grow your brush collection, you want the blush and bronzer for sure, and you want the detail. To me, these are 3 of our top brushes. Now, I also love the buff. The buff is really, really good in place of the 3D. So if you happened to start with the blush and bronzer brush and you want to add another and you don't have either of these, it could be one or the other. I don't personally think you need both of these, okay? So I hope you found this helpful. If you're still struggling, you know what to do. Get off this video, go into Messenger, click Tracy Donald, send me a message, and let's get set up one-on-one so I can help you. But listen, I'm just really excited you're getting your Saint Glow on, and please do not ever hesitate to go and pop into my Hey Beautiful group and inspire someone with your before and after, because you know how stressed you were to think about starting this, and you can only imagine that everyone is in the same boat, okay? And I just want to let you know, I'm really excited to be on this little makeup journey with you. I'm happy to be your makeup gal, and I am here for anything that you might need. So thank you so much. And I just realized I forgot one thing. We can't forget to set the makeup. See, I get talking and it's like la 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 la. So this is my Vanilla Dust setting powder right here. It's the very last thing in my compact. And I am literally just going over my T-zone because that is my troubled area. Okay. And then I'm just going to finish it off with a little bit of the setting spray again on the end of my perfector. If you want to bake it on, and baking it on means you put your setting powder on and you leave it for a good 10-15 minutes and then you do this step, and that's what we call baking, and that is going to make your makeup stay literally all day. Okay, it is not going anywhere, but I have to tell you, I can get several hours out of this makeup with just what I did. So, okay, you guys, I'm really done this time. Okay, love you to pieces. I will talk to you soon.